about a couple of my kids that would love to come back to this community and really can't afford to. All right, so there's, looking at this, how do we make it stay Mayberry? How do we make it affordable? And I think the skills I bring to the board of listening, understanding what people are sharing, my skills in negotiating, my ability to be flexible, to work with the other communities and do different things, brings a unique twist to the board. I'm also not a wilting flower. I'll stand up tall if there is an issue and push back. When you have government, it's always stated that there should be healthy discussion. And that healthy discussion sometimes gets a little heated. But at the end of that healthy discussion, everybody comes together and you have a vote, and that's what it is. That's what I'm for. I can bring that to this community. I'm looking for your vote. Would appreciate your vote. You can vote for me on the 1 year, the 2 year, or both.
Thank you.
I'm excited about the opportunities to be a part of this board again, to be involved in the decision making of this community once again, hopefully, if I get your vote. I love this community. My children love this community. I want to be a part of this community for the rest of my life, and want to be a part of what I think was a pretty good history when I was on the board. We did some very responsible things here, and I want to continue in that process. I'm hoping that you'll allow me to do that. And on April 1st, I hope that you vote for me during the election cycle in the 2-year term. And that'll be alongside Mary and Joe.
Thank you, Brian.
I'd like to thank you guys very much for putting this on. This is the first time I've ever done this, so I was pretty nervous, didn't know what to expect. I wish there was a few more questions. I was actually starting to get comfortable. But anyway, I like I said, I don't have the experience that everybody else has, but I do have the passion that they have. I love the community. I love everything about the square. We don't miss anything on the first Fridays. I love it. I love it here. I love raising my kids here. I just want to continue to help the community grow, and I see how good the board works together and how much stuff they get done and what they accomplish. So I'd really enjoy wanting to work with them and try and help and do the best I could to help out the community.
Thank you. Joe?
Yeah, I really enjoy working with the board, the dynamics that we have, the culture, the staff is fantastic, and I really, it benefits the community to, the way we have the board today, to continue that dynamic that we have, so. I plan on, retiring here, and I love East Troy, and it's a great place to be, so. I look forward to maintaining how the board is today.
And thank you again for the opportunity to speak. It's been a privilege to serve on the board, and look for hoping to continue to serve on the board. The community, it is obviously in my blood. I care about the community, I'm involved, and would like to be able to bring a different perspective, mine, for a lot of reasons, to the board. And by the way, I know more history than 40 does. He's always at a meeting telling, I know more. In fact, that picture of the horse out there, the man, the dog, that's my great uncle, and I know the name of the dog, and I know the name of the horse. It's Mom. If anybody questions, come to my house, I have the original picture. But
I always love when Mary brings the history items to the board, because it's a chance for me to learn more about it. But yeah, sometimes 40 is the historian too. So.
And sometimes he's wrong.
Yeah. First, thank you all again. This is great. Thanks for putting this on. Great questions. Great interaction and discussion here. And I think of my time on the board, for all the reasons that the candidates up here said, I just enjoy it. And one of the things that I also enjoy is it's the problem solving. We have people who have real problems, and they're like, I need some help. And I don't know what it is, but I like fixing problems and coming up with solutions. And thinking outside the box. You know, well, maybe we could do this, and maybe, you know, it's like, oh, hey, yeah, that's an interesting idea. And I learned more from our staff about things I never knew anything about. Sometimes I wish I didn't know some of the things, you know, what the police officers have to do with the, you know, with the deer that got hit or what, you know, unfortunately I know that now, so. There's always something new to learn, even in Little East Troy. It's more complicated than most people know, and that's what I love about, being here. And, you know, the success of the board isn't my success, it's the success of the board, of us as a group, and of the staff. So, I would appreciate your support again, on April 1st, or if, I don't have the date, but whenever, absentee voting is available. And, we promise we'll continue to work for our constituents on that. Our contact information is always available on our website. We're available via email. Our phone numbers are on there, and I will get back to you on any questions or concerns that you have, and we'll try to get you to the right solution if we can do it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you to those who came to meet your Village East Troy board candidates who are on the April 1st ballot, and those who have registered as write-in candidates. Thank you, candidates, for accepting the offer to attend the forum tonight and answering questions from your electors. Hopefully this forum was informative, not only for the people in attendance or that will be watching the video, but for the candidates also. Jean, I turn the floor back to you.
Thank you, Julie. Well, thank you again, candidates, Matt, Mary, Joe, Ryan, Scott, and Dustin, for coming and answering questions for the voters. I hope everyone learned enough about each of you to make informed choices when they vote on April 1st, or before, if voting absentee, or absentee in person, which starts on March 18th. There are 5 candidates for 4 trustee positions, and 1 candidate for president, so good luck to the 4 of you. The 5 of you, I'm sorry. Actually, it's only 5. At the registration table, we have flyers. We're inviting you to a March 13th, 6:30 p.m. Town of East Troy candidate forum. So it'll be like this for the Town of East Troy, which Joe Jones will be at. That'll be at the McQuantico Baptist Church. And then on March 15th at 5 p.m., there's a meet and greet of the school board candidates at the community center, which is on 2040 Beulah Avenue, but you need to use the driveway off of Division Street to come in the back way. There are also copies of the U.S. Constitution, which you're invited to take and read. There are copies of Tri-Troy Beacon purpose, vision, and mission statement. If you're like-minded and want to learn more about us, I encourage you to talk to me after the meeting, or you can contact us via our Gmail. Literature and yard signs for spring election candidates are available there. Not much. We thought maybe there would be more. And the audience, thank you for attending. And a special thanks to our volunteers, Trudy for being the MC. She had the hardest job. Larry and Mary at registration. John for taping this event. And the Village of East Troy for providing the use of this meeting room.
Yes.
And I was just gonna say, give them all a round of applause. Forget that, you already did. So, feel free to stay around and mingle with the candidates and get to know them better. And visit the registration table for information. At this point now, we'll be done, except that we always give candidates from other offices a chance to speak. Right now, I think we only have one, Joe Jones, running for the chair of East Troy Township.
Yep.
So,
All right, I'll stand over here because I don't know how many votes I got up here with all the village. But, gee, I wanna join the board down here. You guys are all so cooperative and collaborative.
it'll be on video.
Yeah, very good. Anyway, I've been a town of East Troy resident since 2006. I raised 3 kids, up in Menominee Falls. And then we retired and, decided to choose town of East Troy as our permanent, pull me out leg or feet first kind of place for retirement. So, we're here for the long term. I have 6 grandkids, 3 of whom are in the school here. So I have very deep interest teaching math. I do that all the time. We meet Wednesday nights with the kids to go through their reading and math work and stuff. I have a 38-year career in engineering and running small businesses, 120 people roughly, building manufacturing automation for manufacturing plants all around the world. So that's what I bring to this job. I've been attending the board meetings for 3 years now, coming up in June. And I just think we could benefit from a little more communication, a little more transparency, a little more consensus building. I don't see a lot of consensus building. And I'm concerned with rising dollars, even with the East Troy Fire. How do we get a hold of that? How can we provide better services for a more controlled cost? So those are some of the things I'm looking at trying to tackle should I get elected. I think I bring a fresh perspective. I'm an engineer, so I'm process focused and I like to optimize. So if you can eliminate steps, I love to eliminate steps and get better performance. Cooperation, collaboration, one of the things I like hearing is we are such a small community. Town of Troy, East Troy, and then Village. And even when you think about Mukwonago, isn't that far away? We're talking about a trail between us. It just makes more sense to cooperate and do things together. I think we can get a lot more accomplished. We can probably spend less money doing it, and we can maybe have fun doing it as well. So that's something I'm very focused at trying to put my time into. I will be at the meet and greet or candidate forum, I think is the term.
We go to candidate forum.
On the 13th of March. I would love to see you there if you have time. And then, of course, if anybody is from the town or from the town is looking at the video, please, I'd like your vote. So, thanks.
That's it, we're done.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great.
As you get closer to losing 40 to 17.